Akash is an up-and-coming pianist, honing his skills daily for a major concert in London. He's struggling to finish the piece he's been working on, but his biggest obstacle is the daily challenge of being blind. Or at least, acting blind, because he's a big fat phony. He believes that faking his blindness will give him inspiration, using this fake disability to improve his skills, and to give him an edge standing out above the rest. But then, one day, a woman named Sophie runs him over while he's crossing the street, and it's love at first sight. She helps him out, even offers him a job at her father's diner, and they become romantically interested in each other. But as the two of them grow closer, Akash's guilty conscience grows larger as well, since his entire life and their entire relationship is built on a giant lie. I do hope I'm saying this right. Andhadhun is a 2018 film from India, and it swept up a bunch of international awards for just about every category involved with filmmaking. Best director, screenplay, editing, story, sound, actor, actress. This movie is overwhelmingly beloved. It's a romantic comedy, and it's a musical. If I told you this movie was unpredictable and wholly unique, you might not believe me. If I told you it's actually a dark comedy, you'd assume that's a bad joke. But what if I said it's actually an intense thriller? 30 minutes into the movie, everything suddenly switches gears. Actually, it sort of switches genres, as Akash arrives at an apartment to play for a famous couple's wedding anniversary. His talents were supposed to be a surprise gift for the wife, but now her husband is lying dead on the floor, as Akash tries to nonchalantly play the piano, while the wife and her lover clean the scene of the crime. Since he technically shouldn't know anything about this crime, he'll have to come clean about everything, so that they don't get away with murder. But as soon as he arrives at the police station and he claims that there's been a murder, his case is hijacked by everyone's favorite inspector, the lover. This movie never gives you a chance to catch your breath. Through every twist and turn, there's a ton of situational comedy and situational suspense. Dare I even say, it's a bit Hitchcockian. Having a man witness a murder who is pretending to be blind and then being suspected by the very same people he has dirt on. If Akash breaks character, he'll be killed. If he tells the truth, his life will be ruined, and he'll likely be killed. Oh, and he'll lose the love of his life. This wasn't a clean, meticulous murder. This was an accident. It was sloppy, and all of the characters involved are making it up as they go. But nothing about the script is sloppy or improvised, as wild and ridiculous as it gradually becomes. Right now, just as a basic premise, this sounds like a really fun and interesting thriller. But I'm not kidding when I say that there's a new insane twist after every few scenes. Everything keeps escalating, and the situations keep shifting, all the way to the very end. I'm not going to give a complete breakdown of everything that happens in the movie, but from beginning to end, this is a wild ride. And I know it's a little late to be saying this now, but it really is best if you go in totally blind. But hey, some good news, because as of right now, it is on Netflix, and I've only spoiled the first half of the movie. There's a lot that happens, and I'm going to spoil some of those things too, so here's another spoiler screen. So, the bad guys suspect that he's not really blind, and he has to keep up the act and keep playing dumb all while they're getting more and more suspicious. That goes on until, finally, he slips into their trap. In a bizarre twist of events, she takes away his eyesight. She then tricks his girlfriend into believing that she's been sleeping with him, taking away any credibility he might have. But that wasn't enough. They really should have killed him. He is a loose end. And so now, blind for real this time, he's being hunted, after being rendered completely helpless. This movie keeps changing the rules, and it'll keep you invested all the way to the end. But I will say, If I do have any issue with the movie whatsoever, it's that it might overuse its trick of subverting your expectations. The movie is extremely fun and it gets more and more interesting as it all unfolds, but the movie maybe has just one or two betrayals or surprises too many. It's not overly long and it doesn't overstay its welcome, and it is a very rewarding and satisfying experience. But it does just barely overstep the line between surprising and just plain silly. But even if you already know everything that happens, if you've already seen the movie, it's still just as fun and as brilliant as the first time you watch it. It's not amazing because it's surprising or because of its twists. It's amazing because it's an extremely competent movie. Every single one of the characters is terrific, charming, and memorable. Especially the character of Akash, who totally steals the show. There's a brilliant blend of dark comedy and murderous suspense, and the movie is just as funny as it is exciting. It's witty, it's unpredictable, and it's a wild ride from start to finish. There's a lot of spinning plates. There's a lot of bizarre and unexpected story beats, and there's a lot of finely tuned movie magic that goes into this. This is technically impressive, it's stylish, it's clever, it's exciting, it's funny, and it's scary. All in all, it's completely satisfying. It's only once in a blue moon that a movie like this comes out, and it's even more rare when a movie like this is as good as it is. So, from the bottom of my heart, I really recommend this movie.